how many times I've seen the same people change their names and their PFP, and even if they don't, maybe they keep it the same, and people still follow them blindly into the same rugs over
Yeah.
and over and over again. And so we have to also rise up against that. It's not just like gonna magically happen. And so if we can really band together, and this is where this like duck and flock mentality, where it is power in numbers. We are stronger in numbers. We fly farther. We just, life is better if we come together. So I really am, I do believe that we have the ability to really make that difference here in Web3. And as far as getting involved, I would say, come into Discord. You can always hit me in the DMs. I'm happy to hop in private, VCs with anybody. We're also in gaming VC probably 3 to 4 or 5 nights a week over in the Discord. So always, like I said, I'm an open book, happy to chat with anyone. And then we had, like I said earlier, a mint party with Numbers, which was so much fun. And we actually just recently migrated our collection and burned 3,333 NFTs. So we are now on the Gravemint platform, which is run by the Solana Deads. And it's a great platform. So now there's animations that come, and there's just some really cool things that they offer over there for creators and for the consumer side. And we didn't have a bounty hit somehow, which was just crazy because, statistics, it's funny. It's like a 1 in 22 chance to win, but sometimes it could be 40 minutes before one actually comes through, because it's totally just a lottery style. But we're going to extend that. So the next person that hits a bounty, which means you just have to mint and you check your rarity rank number. And if it's one of the more recent posts on my page will show you like what numbers equal how much soul. It's anywhere from like 0.33 soul up to a 5 soul grand prize. But it's that yellow one right there. Yeah. The bonus for the mint party today was that we would also refund your mint price. So if you hit one of those bounties, the next person to hit the bounty will win their bounty, as anyone does throughout the whole collection, but they'll also win their mint price back. And that just comes back to you on the blockchain. So we've given out over 20 soul on that side of things. We've given out over 20 soul in our governance allocations to our larger holders. And hundreds and hundreds of dollars of mint for merch promos. We have a lot of kind of give backs and a lot of it's all broken down on the website, like where the NFT funds go to, and all those things. So I really, really just appreciate the time, Rico, and there's too much to talk about. So I look forward to getting in touch some more. And I did maybe hit up Troking or you about a potential little XPX something. So I would like to follow up on that when you get a chance. And much love to you guys, and quack quack.
Quack, quack. Thank you so much, Mystic. That was, I don't know if everybody can tell, but I'm having a great time. It's been a while since I've been this excited because we do the same stuff and we're doing it like this. And it gets very routinish. This stuff has been fresh. I like the spontaneousness. I like these new super streams that we've been doing and where we can show off this content. But yeah, we're definitely talking to back channels. I definitely want to make some things happen. It's all about cross-pollination. I'm always trying to be very conscious of not getting stuck in the echo chamber. Like you look at Easter Island, these guys made some great statues. Nobody found out about it till way later on. Why? Because nobody was allowed on the island. Anybody that pulled up to the island, they're like, get back. This is our island. And it's like, I want to avoid that. I want to be, because there was people that were smarter than us at some time. They found some temples in the Amazon. They're cutting down these bushes. And next, they find this amazing temple. They're like, who built this stuff? Guess what? Nobody knows because nobody was allowed to hang out there. So I want to change that because as humans, we tend to, because we feel safe. This is natural for us, okay? And this is why I love AJ and with this kind of space that we're having is like, it's easy for us to get kind of tribalistic because this is how we survived when we were super primitive. So we accidentally get stuck into our echo chambers because, hey, our cave is where we felt safe. So I'm in my XPX cave and I feel super safe, or I'm in my Quack Quacks cave and I feel super safe. But we don't want to I don't want to stay in the cave forever. Then we get into that Plato's allegory stuff. I want to break out of the cave. I want to see what's really going on out there and collaborate with a lot of people, and people like yourself, Mystic, is finally Like, I'm so happy to finally meet you. And it's like everybody that came up, it was so easy. Like, it's such a good time. And that's what it's really all about. So I'm looking forward to seeing the growth of Quack. We're going to be supporting you guys super strong. The XPX community is absolutely amazing. As you can tell, we support everybody, because if everybody doesn't win, who's going to off ramp and use our stuff? We need you guys to win, right? Because otherwise there's nothing to off ramp. So we're going to be supporting you guys, the whole Quack movement, and supporting everything that you guys do, the positivity in the space, the values that you guys bring, and really making sure that we all break out of our echo chamber and make sure that we support the people that we say, where are they? Where's these? They're right here. It's Mystic. It's Jessica that pulls up. It's Hot or Not. It's AJ. These are the people that we want to see grow. That's not just about an NFT project doing good, but even environmental stuff. I mean, that's, if you read in between the lines, and there's value all over, whether it's a spiritual value, whether it's an NFT value, whether it's, on your discipline value, your inner work value, it's just value. And that's the stuff that I want to rock with. So thank you, Mystic, for pulling up so much and bringing the Quack life with you guys. We're going to definitely pull up for you guys, make some noise. I'm looking forward to, growing our this relationship with the Quack life, and making this movement really happen. So thank you for pulling up, and I'm looking forward to seeing you up here again.
Yeah, man. Much love, you guys. Quack, quack.
Quack. That was so much fun. Very nice, super bullish. And we got some more bullish stuff for you guys. You guys are like, there's no way he's going to keep it up. There's no way that there's going to be more. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Oh, yes, there is. We're going to keep this thing going. What, you thought the show was over? You thought we were done with no, we're not done, fam. You got another thing coming, man. We're about to bring up some special people into space. Some people, again, I can't believe how much value we're bringing to the space today. I mean, it's like value on top of value on top of more value. And the next people to come up is going to be Hot or Not. Yes, a Jessie. She goes by Jessie. We got it right here. Boom, the Hot or Not movement. And I was laughing because I saw them having some camera issues. And I was like, oh my God, I want them to get it good. But we're going to bring up Hot or Not. I got her website open. This is early pre-sale orders. I can't believe people's not going all over, but make sure you guys leave one for me, because we're going to be doing something special that I didn't even talk to Jessie about. Yeah, so we're going to do a little kind of cool surprise, because I think they're doing something cool right here, and we want to get behind it, and we want to support the luxurious brand. We want to support what they're doing. But let me shut up. You guys are like, Rico, get out of here. We want to see what's hot or not. So without any further ado, let's bring up Jessie. And we even got her husband, the handsome man with the beard, from the Normie fan here with us. How you doing, Jessie? Welcome to the Women of Web3 pulling up. How you doing today?
Thanks for having us, Rico. We're doing amazing. Yes, we had some tech issues, but this guy does everything but brain surgery. So he, of course, swapped out a camera, swapped out headphones, swapped out. We're good. But thank you for the platform. And yeah, there's my Cupid. That's my baby. That's my latest little venture out there and on his site. And it's almost all sold out. So you better tell me what your secret is soon, because
well, I wanted to actually do a giveaway. Well, we're gonna get into that, because I'm gonna do a giveaway, do a non-KYC card giveaway, and where somebody who wins that card can basically go to the luxurious brand and purchase this, because I saw some cool things, and we'll get into this in a little bit, but there's some cool things that came with this pre-sale. There's a lot of cool things, but before we get into this stuff, a lot of people want to know the people behind it. Before we get into the giveaway and all that stuff, we're going to make them get us where you guys got to get to know us first. You guys got to know what Jessie's all about. So if you can kind of give me your origin story and how you got, I know this handsome bearded man next to you probably dragged you into this crazy Web3 space, but
I did
a little bit of a background from you and your origin story into crypto. I'm sure the people would love to hear it.
So my origin story, 1979, I was born.
Oh
I was like, where do I go back? But this really started out of necessity. After 23 years of marriage, I found myself in the workforce and divorced, and without a lot of people too. You really find out who your true friends and supporters and families are when it all really hits the fan. So it was invented to, I really dug into myself, and that's a self-reflection time. And so I was like, what do I stand for? What will I not put up with? What value do I want to bring? Like you're talking about, what value do you bring to the crypto space, to Web3? And I didn't know about crypto yet. I knew it existed, but I did not know tech to save my life. So I was just kind of like, what is my place in this world? And I tried bodyguarding. It was a great experience. Went to Super Bowl, guarded on the field for Aaron. I was like, how did I even get here? So I've done the ballerest of jobs. I feel like I just jumped in, and because as a mom, I knew how to do everything in the whole wide world, and other than brain surgery, like my luxurious bastard over here. But I tried, I still am personal trainer, and I actually have part of my studio is my training center, private. But I was just searching and on my self-reflection journey, it's pretty interesting because everything is tying in. I had my falling into Phoenix moment personally, and then I thought, how can I help other women going through the same thing? And I invented Falling into Phoenix. Hadn't called it that yet. Did a few interviews. I knew it was something to do with the Phoenix in my life, and I interviewed women that I really that had gotten me to this place of understanding myself, to survival. Really, like sometimes I was telling him there's times I went without food so my kids could have it. I couldn't drive us anywhere. Like, you really see what you're made of when you're stripped down to nothing. Sorry, I have tissue because this is an emotional podcast.
Sorry.
When I
Don't
do
be
rep,
sorry. This is different than your space. This is why I did this. Honestly, this is not your elevator pitch space. This is real people. The real people that we're supposed to be supporting. The people who, like normal people, have scars. We got scars, So
absolutely,
yeah.
And everybody's scars are so beautiful, and I wanted to highlight that, and so I started in my own personal way this Phoenix project, and then when I met Normie, luxurious bastard, right here, David, he introduced me to Web3, and he's like, you got a dream to make Phoenix happen? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, let's make it happen. And I said, wow,
we started building it in the garage.
We started building the garage.
Give me like 48 hours. We're building walls and wiring the studio.
I could do that. But so we built that, and it's kind of like my passion project. And if anybody of you know about passion projects, which truly close to your heart, you don't want to taint it with money. So Hot or Not was the way to bring in money, tokenize it, review channel for YouTube, and just testing all these waters of how can we change lives here with the passion project, but also fuel it by a token, by the things like, in California, you need 17 streams of income. Somebody, my financial advisor during the divorce, said, find 6 streams of income. He told me that. And I said, bruh, I don't even have one. So 6 is a little extreme.
So it's kind of my fault to bringing her. She wanted to do YouTube reviews already. And, I'm like, well,
how about we tokenize it? I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah, she's like, what does that mean? I'm like, trust me, you'll make YouTube money. And then, as you start building your channel and doing all these reviews for people, saving people money, like honest reviews, I had to explain it all. She's getting it.
Learning, like the women that have been on here, I actually want to have them on my Phoenix channel because I'm like, that's so inspiring. I sound like the baby, and I'm probably the oldest of them. So it's really inspiring because I'm like, I can learn this. I can do it. So I started on Pump Fun, and that was slightly a disaster, but it went pretty high. They get up, turn around, and do the spin. I was like,
all the trash on there.
Joking me?
Yeah.
But I've been in messier situations doing bodyguard work to where I had to tolerate a lot of ugly things in this world, but I survived. And so I was like, oh my gosh. I said nope when we bonded, and I never bonded, but we press on as we do and as women, and I kind of pioneered through the whole thing, and then just happened to be able to have this huge space above the luxurious lounge where we concoct all these amazing things. Awesome. And so we rented out, built this this stream out and another studio, and then the studio for 6 streams. Like I feel like we have 10 streams just within this building, and so it's been pretty exciting. And now we're
almost about ready to water them all. We planted all these trees
and we're like, all right, the tech is the last issue. And so it's been exciting. I don't have as many amazing outlets that I can plug my money into yet to help humanity, which was like my baby project here, how it started. I was like, I just want to help other people get through what I nearly died from. And so I'm excited to get to that level. And so I appreciate this platform because I feel like that is another catapult into the true desire of my heart to push this all and to help in any way that I can. And I actually wanted to do a giveaway of one myself. I don't know, maybe you were channeling me, brother.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, to give one out to somebody.
Yeah, because this one is my launch scent, and it's kind of like it was tying into Phoenix because, like I said, that's my heart from the beginning. And then I'll review it on my Hot or Not channel and push it out however I can to fuel the whole beast that is.
She already has like 6 or 7 other profiles that she's already ready. We do them very small batch. They're all made by us, one at a time, as the orders come in. So like a dozen, and then we'll come up with another profile. And so she did the artwork, she did everything. She created the description.
Yeah.
I just let her run with it.
Yeah.
Awesome. I want to touch on a couple things because there's a lot there. I could feel my chest just filled with all that emotion, and just like it's like it just wants to. The jacket's almost gonna burst off because it's it's very important to me, and it resonates with me, Jesse, because I love my mom. She's my OG. I see my mom literally. I don't know how she did it with the gas light on, feed us, take us to school, go to work, all this stuff somehow with nothing. And that's why, there was a mix to why I'm doing this. It's kind of because I think we need that feminine energy inside of here, because some of the things that people love about me might think that it's like from some kind of something like that, but it's really from my mom. This whole thing right here is from my mom. A lot of the stuff, watching her in the kitchen, how she is, her energy while she's cooking with everybody. I'm embodying that energy that she has, and also not just the fun part that everybody loves about me. The phrases, because people DM me, they're like, "Where'd you come up with them?" Like, if you heard half the phrases that my mom came up with just for us to survive, it's a whole nother thing. But also the perseverance I got from her. The faith that things were going to be okay. And that's where I wanted to kind of bring all the women of Web3, because I think women have that, like they experience that in a lot of different ways. And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. My mom raising 3 kids and somehow getting us to school. I mean, the gaslight was always on. Always on, and somehow we made it happen. So not only did the fun stuff that a lot of people like, and they probably, I get credit for on the streams, and like, "Oh, you're funny," I don't know, and people are laughing in the chat, but also the determination not to quit. Because my mom was like, if you're not going to do it right, don't do it at all. If you're going to quit, don't even do it. Like one time, and we'll get into the giveaway and stuff like this, but this is the perseverance that she embedded into me. Like one time she left, and she was supposed to be going away to my aunt's house, and they're going to be gone over the weekend. And I started to take the lawnmower apart to make a go-kart. But my mom, she forgot her purse, and she comes back home after driving on the road for like an hour and a half. They had to turn back around. And she comes back and she was like, well, we canceled the trip because I had to come back and get my purse, but you're not coming in the house to either that thing cuts grass again or it's a lawnmower, right? So she was like, all right, you're this far into it, but you better finish it, and she's always embedded that into me. And a lot of people love a lot of things about XPX and this project. And it's been, I've literally harnessed my mom's that quote unquote, I know people might not want to hear this, and the spaces, and I didn't want to even put this in the chat because I didn't like when I wrote it, male dominant spaces. Like, I don't know if they're dominating it. I just think there's a lot of them in here. I just think there's a lot of us, right? But I don't know if they're actually dominating it. I just think so. I didn't write that into the chat because it like rubbed me the wrong way, where I was like, I don't know if I like that actually, like I don't think it's dominated. But even that sense of like being able to continue, and a lot of things that people give me credit for in XPX. You know, I say what I mean and I mean what I say, not because this, that, and other, because my mom wouldn't allow anything else. So a lot of the things that people even like about the way I run the project, or the way that I run the channel, or the way that we created this platform, comes from the feminine energy. And that's why I wanted to bring the women of crypto up, to kind of reset the stage of this Web3 after all this pullback and all this PvP. I think it's good for us to find some grounding right here of some value and some things that are actually meaningful, that gives us that perseverance, because it's the love for your children, it's the love for your family that makes you persevere, not the love for yourself, right? So that's the things that we need to push through, right? The love that we have for our project, doing something bigger than just ourselves, right? And maybe leaving something behind. That's what's going to get you through those long days that, you know, maybe you don't want to get up. Maybe you're not feeling all cute and sexy and you don't want to be Cupid today, but you know what? You got a mission. You got something that you want to do. You're going to make it happen no matter what. And so I wanted to touch on that because I think it's really important. And, you know, a lot of people might think that, but a lot of this stuff comes from my OG. A lot of the stuff that people like about me, that's from my mom's, you know, that's where it comes from. So I think it's important that we highlight these things that we can sometimes only get from that side. So it's important to let you guys know that I'm embracing it. I want to see your platform grow. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing the ladies join you on your platform as well, seeing your personal brand grow. I love what Normie's doing as well. I'm sure we're going to collaborate more in the future, because we're actually bringing value to this place, to this marketplace. And a lot of the times it's like people are looking for the stuff. We're right here. We're right in front of you. We're sitting right behind these microphones. We're behind these cameras. We're talking to you right now. And it's not just products and services, but it's real people behind this stuff. And that's what I really wanted to highlight today. Not just the tokens, not just the NFTs, but the people behind it. And that's the people that we want to support. So I wanted to touch on that. What's up, bro?
I said, you can't fake that.
You can't fake that, bro. Yep. That's what I want. I want those receipts that you can't fake. You know, I can see you can do your account and all that stuff, but I want to see the nitty gritty and stuff, and that's where it's okay. But okay, well, so you guys had a
tribute to your mom. I just have to point that out. She must be most moms are. That's a beautiful tribute.
Yeah, I love her a lot. So thank you so much. But I know that people are like, okay, that's fine, Rico. You mama's boy. You love your mom. It's like, yeah, we've been through it all, man. I love that lady, man. That's my OG. You know, that we keep it real with each other, and we need that. But I know some people want to hear about this amazing Cupid thing. I'm super bullish on it. I saw that there was like this pre-sale thing that almost got me to FOMO into it, but then I'm like, oh, let's do it for the stream, because I see there's some wings that there's going to be given away. So let me hear from you. And you got the passion, you know about the product, you wrote this out, but I'm sure there's people checking out this website and they want to know more about you know, what they can get from this pre-sale. Save me a pair of these wings. I want to do something fun with them. But let me bring up this page really quick, and then I'll let you talk about this Cupid a little bit more and kind of in depth, maybe the sense, maybe some of the stuff.
Oh yeah.
I have a delivery that's being dropped off right now for a luxurious brand. So thank you. I appreciate you, brother. And she's got this.
All right. So Cupid, and thank you, babe, for all the tech. Uh-oh. I love you. So Cupid.
Where's my Chris bearded man?
Come here. So ask me the question one more time. You want to know?
So just a little bit of what people can expect, you know, because I love, you know, like it's unapologetic feminine coming from this. So I want a little bit of that swagger that this perfume's giving, and then some of the things that you're actually giving away on this like, you know, this exclusive kind of pre-sale right now, only so many last type of thing that's going on, but kind of the essence behind you know, the passion behind the actual fragrance, you know, unapologetic feminine, which sounds amazing. I mean, I want to check it out. I'm like, what is it?
I gotta go back on my notes and see. It was a very like collab of my new life, like making these sense with him, and my backstory, which is falling into Phoenix, and Cupid, my hot or not. If this isn't a rollout of just me in a bottle, I don't know what is, because it was very like dreamed up for a whole year and a half.
Yeah.
And then finally I, you know, honed in the fragrance enough to where it was like, that's me, send it out. And I unapologetically seductive, like women are typically shamed for being sexy,
Mhm.
and as raised very Christian, you are not to show your shoulders, and you are not to be sexy, and you're to sit and not be seen, not be heard, and just be reverent. And not that sexy is irreverent, but it's very much I wanted to learn me, to get to know me, and I'm a very loving person and very sensual and very, just everything that this perfume embodied, and I leaned into it and I was fine with it. Like I didn't burn in hell for making a
Yeah.
seductive perfume that will feed
Mhm.
my children. Like it just felt very full circle for me, and no shame in it, and just a lot of beauty, and I wanted to share it. And I had a signature piece that with the wings and the heart that were, kind of teased, because it was my launch, not only my launch of just me, which has always been this, part of my backstory that I left out was we lost my dad very suddenly through heart attack, and it was his umpteenth heart attack, but this one took him, and my baby wasn't even 1 yet. And after that, just this heart with wings symbol just kept following me and kept following me. So it's not
Mhm.
just been cute or special or a fun little giveaway. It like actually means something to
Mhm.
me. And so that's why I wanted to put it out there as this very like epic moment, this epic turning point in my life, that I'm launching all of these feelings out and hoping it gets received. If it gets received lovingly in the way that I hope, fantastic. If not, I'm not apologizing for it. So that's kind of what this scent is and what the launch was. And it was my quiet little moment to say, I'm here. Um, I'm going to work every single day for what my kids deserve and what I hope to attain in life, and just peace and love and spread it. And it just all culminated into this. I had this other oil. I don't think it got as much attention. This is something that I give each of my podcast um, members. This was thrown together because I was like, I love this oil. So that is up for grabs too. If anybody wants to just message me, those are amazing. Those are for hair, skin, body, everything. He markets these on his Luxurious Bastards site for men and their beards. But when I met him, I was like, but I'm putting it on everything and it's making me feel and look fantastic and it
Mhm.
smells delicious. So why can't we market this to women? And he
Yeah.
had his thing going, and I'm not about to shake it up. So I'm like, okay, well, quietly over here, can I just push that for women? So this is my Cupid on his platform, and I'm super excited about it. Hopefully everybody else will love it as much as I do. If not, we're always up for refunding and rebates and exchanges. I don't think they will, but that's just me because I'm passionate about it. But we run a pretty amazing, truthful, honest business in real life. And we've never been any different personally. So it just drove into the business, and it'll drive into our crypto world. And that's if you know about Normie, he's so passionate about driving that home because he's been rugged so much.
Yeah.
And I've been rugged in life.
Yeah.
So crypto
Yeah.
space, it's a little upsetting, but luckily there's people like you looking out for all of us. And yeah, that's the very long version of
No, it's good. It's good. This is why I do this, because there's always what's on the surface, right? But there's always the in between, and this is where I like to be. I'm in because there's more to this than what meets the eye. There's always a story to stuff, right? And that's why, although on the surface is all this amazing stuff, but I want to know the background of this set, this unapologetic, because I think that, like you said in the beginning, and it's even like it kind of sucks sometimes that we almost have to be timid to talk about that, right? That it is almost shamed on or shunned on, I guess I should say, that you can't embrace just being who you are, right? And I
Yeah.
learned that, I'm Puerto Rican, and obviously we got different cultures. You meet a lot of people, and you see how in different cultures different sets, either the males or the females act, right? How the men and the women act inside in these cultures. And, you know, like I said, all this stuff that a lot of people like, this is my mom in the kitchen. And, you know, it's like, how can you not want to embrace a little bit of that, right? Because that energy and stuff, that's from her, right? So it's like, there's come a point where like, you have to be able to embrace a lot of this stuff. And even like you said, the sexiness. So like, we're not going to be looking good forever. I don't know if somebody's drinking some magic potion that I don't know about, but
Hollywood nailed it though. I gotta find out some of those secrets. You're
but
right.
It's like I want to be able to look back and say, damn, I remember when I was, you know, it's like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the extra gray hair that I'm growing right now. But I also want to be okay with the current way that I feel about myself at this moment, and embracing that and expressing that, right? That I am this age, that I look like this right now, that I know later on it's going to change. I'm okay with that. But can I not have, at least, I'm looking out for my future self, that when I look back, like I'm sure you are as well, like, oh my God, I did it. You're going to show maybe somebody in your family, be like, check out me when I was putting this perfume on the whole world, you know? And it's like,
love me or hate me, but most of them are going to love me. It's funny because you're like, what I'm going to, I sat so long on my dreams so that when someone gave me the platform and said, you want your dreams to come true? I was like, are you kidding me? It was so emotional. I was like, yes, let me start. I have this, and this. And it was all unmarketable. And so I think that's where, you know, Normie came in. He's like, okay, well, if you want to make money off of it, which is why Hot or Not exists kind of at all. And I'm grateful for Hot or Not. And it's gonna be, I think, a more profitable platform. Maybe not. Maybe Falling into Phoenix will launch and overcome it. But either way, the push is still the same. The heart is still the same behind it, and the wanting to help people around me is still the same. So I'm grateful for this opportunity. I don't want to go, but I know you have other people to bring up. So.
No, you're actually the last one. There was some other people, but like, I know crypto's wild in schedules, but I do want to show this again for everybody. Maybe you haven't got your lady something special. You're wondering like, hey, you know, this is the date night perfume right here. This is like, you know, a little surprise. You know, you've been waiting for, you know, maybe you missed the anniversary. You know how guys, you know, we mess up and stuff. We be messing up and we're like, oh man, when was the last time you did something special? Well, guess what? Now you can do something special with crypto at the same time, which is, you know, probably the thing that's driving her crazy, because you're always in Spaces and you're always in a Telegram. But now you can give her a little bit of the crypto fragrance at the same time and mix it all together, right?
Yep. And that's why we did a pre-sale at all, because I thought, I have seen those men February 13th at Vaughn's getting flowers. No, we're not doing that. Here, we're going to show the pre-sale. I already have them ready. I just wanted to see if the men would be intelligent enough to take the bait that I am giving them, spoon feeding this present for their wives or their girlfriend, significant other.
One second. One second. I don't mean to cut you off, because I think there's a present for them in here as well. Right. I think because like, if you get the pre-sale one, guys, I'm sure we're all mature in here and we can talk a little bit about this, but she could be getting some angels sent to her, and maybe you're getting an angel sent to you. Maybe when's the last time you seen, you know, set of wings on that, right? Maybe you guys are going to fly around after you guys put on some of this perfume. And I think that's really cool. And it opens up, hey, something spontaneous. And I live for spontaneous stuff, right? This is your little spontaneous signal right now to buy some of the Cupid, especially to get some of this, the pre-sale one, because hey, she might be so inclined and you surprise her so much that maybe, you know, you leave for a second, you go to get some water, you come back to the room, and next you know, she has these angel wings on, and you're like, wait a minute, this Cupid thing was a really good idea, Rico and Jesse. We should have did this a while ago, right? Make
sure the kids are not there. Just saying.
Okay, so let me share this. And how long is this going for? Just so everybody's clear on.
Oh gosh, I mean, I'm trying to release one every month. I was going to do it once a week because I already have everything ready, but he's like, just do once a month, calm down.
Yeah.
So this will probably end of February, but I'm running out. Like it went really well. So if they want the rest of them, they got to go pretty fast.
Okay. You guys are hearing it here, and there's going to be more to come, obviously, because we just kind of heard that maybe on a monthly basis we see some stuff. But I think right now is a perfect time for you guys. And you guys said that you guys going to do a giveaway. Is that still on the board? Is that okay? Okay, cool. I want to do it like this. I want you guys to engage. You guys definitely got to be following her page. This is at Jessie G Hot or Not. But I'm going to do it fun because I think this is how we get the algorithm to kind of work for us. And of course, let me refresh this really quick.
Yeah, on YouTube and on X.
So we got, I just want Hot or Not on
Falling into Phoenix too.
What was
make
that?
Them work for it. I was thinking, should we make them follow Jessie G Hot or Not and Falling into Phoenix as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah. So right now, hashtag Hot or Not in the chat. Make sure you guys are giving her a follow. And then where's the Phoenix page at? Where can I find that one at?
Ooh, did I hide that? Sometimes passion stuff I don't want anybody to mess with, so I hide it.
Okay.
Falling into Phoenix, I need to link that. I should probably figure that out.
Okay, so for now, just follow Hot or Not.
Yeah, it's on X and YouTube. Let me see. I'll have to get to that after we hang up because tech be ticking.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry. There's no worries whatsoever. So for now, I want you guys to in the chat put Hot or Not. Definitely give her a follow at Jessie G Hot or Not. And there's going to be more to come, fam. Like I said, there's going to be more rolling out. These super streams are going to grow to be really big. The numbers are undeniable. What we're doing here is undeniable. We're not doing this just for ourselves. You guys want the people that you want to support. You guys want to see people who are business oriented. You see the crypto space changing their mind. It's not just about who can scream the loudest no more. It's about, hey, who can bring some value, whether it's merch, whether it's perfume that's going to get things going or whatever it might be. It's about providing some actual value to the marketplace. So this is the time right now that you guys are kind of getting your wishes coming true, and it's supporting people like this. So come over here to Hot or Not, give them a follow, and then we're going to pull this over here. And I can't believe it. This is some high value stuff that could be, hooking you guys up big time. So we're going to pull this really quick. Before we pull this, Jessie, we'll do this. Is there any last words on that you want to give, not just your community and where you're going to take your project and where you plan, but maybe some of the women that are listening that are maybe at that stage, remember in the beginning where you're feeling like, can I do this? Can I not do this? So a little bit for your community, and obviously the passion that you have for your perfume and getting that word out there. But maybe there's a woman out there that she's right on the edge of the seat. She's trying to decide whether this is the move to make or whatever might be that move. A couple words to them of encouragement maybe, and however that might be, it's all good.
Yeah, to the woman who's waiting on the edge of her seat, waiting to pull the plug on something, or just waiting, not pull the plug, to do it, to just do it, because most of the time we think cracks or falling are a bad thing. And I have come to find out that there's a lot more value in wrinkles and cracks and falling and burning, because we get to rise. The light can only shine through cracks. And the only way that we're going to rise higher is if we've fallen and learned the lesson from it and pick ourselves back up. They say that the reason why exercise is so good for you is because your body likes your brain likes cognitive dissonance. So if you tell it to do a hard thing and you overcome that hard thing, you get that workout high after all day. You get this emergence from something that you think is going to crush you. So just do it. Just go ahead, because there's only growth waiting on the other side of that really hard wall. There's only some amazing thing. What if, So I'm here to tell you from experience. I didn't think any of this was possible, but by golly, it is. So just let the light shine through those cracks. It's already there. You just got to say goodbye to the fear and overcome it.
Absolutely. And we're here to help everybody. Honestly, we got people tuning in. I want to give a shout out to Psychedelic Angel. She's tuning in all the way from Australia. part of the XPX community, and she says, it's great to see real world products crossing into the crypto space, and it's real world products with people with real world passion and real world value that they want to provide to the space. So we're going to pull this right here. I think that was super powerful, super impactful. I think even what we're doing in the foundation that we set right here is just the start of something really big that's going to continue to happen. I think the women are going to take off with this. Let's go ahead and pull this giveaway for the space. Oh, Jace is in there. I want to smell Jace.
I saw Troll King a couple times. Oh,
Space Cat won again. You lucky. Oh, we're taking you to the casino, and we're taking you to go get some lottery tickets right now. Seriously. You're on fire right now. You're on fire
Space
right
Cat,
now.
What's your favorite number? Tell me. Lotto.
What's your numbers for this weekend? So Space Cat, if you can, I would like you to engage with Hot or Not, right? Come over here, give them a follow, tap in, but also post your @ handle right here. Again, so they can contact you in the DMs. But we got it from Jessica. She sent you over that, so I'll get it and we'll send it over to Normie. I got him in the private chat, so we'll take care of that kind of the background because we got your @ handle already. But
because remember, tech is not my first or second or third language.
Good. It's all
I
good.
appreciate all the help.
That's what it's all about. It's like that's what even has helped me to like do everything that I've done with XPX is that what I don't know, I'll find a person who does know and just figure that out. Like I after a motorcycle, the ego gets crushed. More of the ego got crushed than I was even expecting to. Right? It was like, wait a minute, it's good to get rid of it, but I probably would have wanted to hold on just to a little bit more of it. But at the end of the day, this is what we're here for. Let me go to XPX because I know we got the XPX community here. They're pulling up super strong. It's been amazing support from them as well. Yeah, they're amazing. I mean, forget all the utility that XPX has done. It's the community that we get credit for nonstop. Forget what I've been building. It's what they've been building. But
they're bullish for you. You stand for something, so that's got to count.
They are absolutely amazing. 19 months going really strong. We've been providing off-ramp solutions around the whole world. We've done over 6 figures in paid orders. We're here to kind of walk the walk. A lot of times the space is all these empty promises. I'm not big on that. Say what you mean what you say. That's the type of person that I am. So that's what we're going to do right here. And XPX is that stuff. You guys, I'm in spaces all the time and I hear people saying like, oh, I'm just waiting for that project that has real utility. Fam, we've been doing this at the craziest, lowest market cap. I don't think, and it might be something bold for me to say, but I don't think you'll ever see a project at a less than 700K market cap to have connections with Visa card, to have connections with MasterCard, to provide over 6 figures in paid orders for tokens for the limousine business that's here in Las Vegas, for the car dealership that uses our off-ramp solutions. The list goes on and on and on. These projects, these people exist, and they're passionate because they've already went through some of the stuff, just like myself. I've been through the last bull run. I went through the bear market. I was humbled in the bear market. Oh boy, was I humbled. You want to talk about being humbled in Las Vegas? When the whole crypto space is suffering and you go down to the Las Vegas Boulevard and there's still Ferraris, they didn't care that crypto pulled back. They didn't care that Bitcoin was crashing. They were still swiping the cards. American Express, it was still Las Vegas here. And that really humbled me and made me realize that I wanted to provide something that was multi-cycle, right? Much more than just something built on hype, but something that's built on actual use case. So I'm not going to do a super show because this was really about the women of crypto. But again, these projects do exist. If you guys want to support a real project, we've been building for over 19 months now. This is our daily chart. It doesn't get any more healthier than that when it comes to crypto. And that's because, hey, we got a mission to do. We want to be the Coca-Cola to PayPal. Whether I do this or not, whether the XPX community does this or not, this is going to happen. The fact that we're actually doing it, the fact that we're actually taking action, and we're not just twiddling our thumbs and waiting for this magical project to exist. We're not just saying how much we hate the gatekeepers before, like PayPal, who shun people who touch crypto. Now they're on CoinMarketCap. What happened to you guys hating crypto? Now you guys are on CoinMarketCap? Whoa, the hypocrisy. That's interesting. But if you guys want something true to you, to the Web3 space and building on some value, that is XPX. It definitely marks the spot. X pays X. It's just an electronic cash system to navigate the space and for payments. That's what this whole space was built on. And that's what we're built on. And I'll do one more soft shill, Jesse, and then we're going to leave you up here because I'm sure everybody's probably paying attention to you more than they are me. But we're going to do one more shill because we kind of talked about this with Mystic, and we want to offer this up to other projects. Yes, we're an off-ramp solution project. Yes, we got a great looking chart. Yes, we have staking rewards. Yes, we have a lending protocol with over 59 BNB, which is almost $60,000 that allows you to take a loan out against your XPX tokens and then off-ramp it onto a MasterCard with a 100K limit and use it in the real world. Yes, we have all those things. We promise all those things. They're all here. But something that we did that was unique that we did during the last downturn, right? When BTC went to 110 and then pulled back down to the low 80s, 78K, depending what DEX you're looking at, we wanted to get creative to make sure that we can stay relevant and breaking out of our echo chamber. And the best way that I found to do this over my experience in crypto is not being an extractor. It's about providing value to other people than just yourself, so that value can come back to you. So we created justshopcrypto.com. Okay. This is a merch store. It's not XPX merch. No, nothing to do with XPX. It's powered by XPX. We're making things happen because of this XPX community, but this is justshopcrypto.com, which I believe is $1 million domain. And it's set here very easily for projects and KOLs like Zach Humphreys. I know you guys know who he is. He's way bigger than I am, to list their personal brand on here to help you stay relevant. We have justshopcrypto.com spaces. We have cross-pollination. We have the XPX community that will get your brand recognized and out there. This is an ROI on your marketing investments. If you guys have paid for some KOLs, I'm a KOL, I'm a YouTuber, I know how it is. I'm also a developer, so I know how it is. This is a blend to take care of both sides, being the KOL side, being the developer side. I know how it is. And this is a great way for you guys to list your project, whether it's Jesus Token, and they got their whole merch brand on here, whether it's Veteran Token, providing real value to supporting real veterans in the real world, whether it's the Edward Foundation that's helping dogs out in the real world. This is cross-pollination at its finest. The Can Do Unleashed brand, the Can Do brand from the Can Do community. I mean, the list goes on. The Crypto Breakfast Club, we even got a whole space that is almost every morning, 6:30 Eastern time, I think it is. The Crypto Breakfast Club, you guys can go check that out. They even see the value of being listed on justshopcrypto.com. So if you have an NFT project, if you have perfume, if you have a token, and you feel like, hey, because remember, we get tribalistic on accident because that's how we survived our prehistoric days, right? So it's easy for us to accidentally get stuck in our echo chambers by accident. You have to have an initiative, a conscience on how you're always making sure that you don't accidentally get stuck in your own cave, or you end up like Easter Island and everybody finds all your MasterCards and your Visa cards and like, who built all this stuff? Well, guess what? We built it. You know, Jesse built the perfume. She did Cupid. XPX built the off-ramps. Crypto Breakfast Club did the spaces. Can Do did the spices. Can Do Unleashed did the merch. The Edward Foundation helped the dogs. The Veteran Token helped the veterans. The Jesus Token helped the Christians coming into the space. Whether we do this or not, I promise you, this is the Macy's of cryptocurrency. If I don't do this, Macy's is going to do it. Your local mall is going to come into the crypto space and do this. If you guys want to support this one comes from one of your own. It's very easy to list. If you guys want more information, come over here to the burger, which I love saying this because I found out late because I wasn't cool enough that people call this drop down the little burger. And now all I see is a little burger right there. So I'm going to implement that into you guys. Click on the burger, go to list your project and check that out. So Jesse, thank you so much for being and staying even a little bit extra after doing your show and kind of keeping me company on the stream with XPX and everybody like that. And you know, we got almost 1,400 people that tuned in live to listen to us, you know, to share our products, to share our lives, to share our scars, to share our ambitions, to share our goals. So I just want to say thank you for staying a little bit longer with me and sharing the stage. And I'm looking forward to seeing you succeed in this space and your future success.
Thank you. It was an honor. I appreciate it. And all these guys were such amazing, inspiring, you know, people, women, and the other ones too. Vet, I think I'm gonna do a hot or not review on Vet.
Awesome.
So I'm just honored to even have found this. Thanks to Normie, and you guys are amazing. Thank you again, and hope to be on space again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm going to drop you guys down. Now I'm going to leave you guys with some last words, man. These last words are pretty simple, man. You guys know what you guys want. You guys see the real people in the space. Let's just support them. Let's just go right after it. The space got rocked. It got shooken up. but to go to space after space and keep acting and I don't know, where are these great projects at? They're here, fam. These people exist. It's up to us. Like Mystic was saying from the quack community, just support them. Stop, supporting the wrong causes, and you'll see great things come out of it. You'll see the Quack Life probably help some do some kind of reservation for everybody that's in the crypto space where we can go get a massage and talk about crypto. You got Jesse with the perfume, maybe helping you spicing up your relationship that needs some spicing it up because now your girl got wings. What? And she smells amazing, unapologetic, feminine. What? That's some real stuff. Maybe it's AJ, dropping her wisdom, her experience, helping you get that inner work done, which is super crucial. Maybe it's the art from Jay, from Jessica, that has all those same underlying values, right? We see the art on the surface, but really the underlying value is the same. So these people exist. They're here in crypto. I want to say thank you to all you guys, the listeners that pulled up. You guys obviously made this a fantastic stream. We're going to be doing another one. If you guys have some projects, more projects that you want to see on the next super stream, we're not asking anybody. We just want real builders, real projects to come up here for their communities and to repurpose this content later on, to snip this, clip this, remix it like Missy Elliott and flip it and reverse it and use it on all your social media platforms, right? That's what it's all about. So thank you guys for pulling up. Saphir, thank you so much. Jace, thank you so much. The whole XPX community, the suits and ties, Thurston pulling up, of course, all the community members supporting one another, and most importantly, the women of Web3 that came up to speak today for all of you and for all of us. So thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic rest of your guys' day. Looking forward to the next one. I'm sure it's going to be a banger. Later, fam.
Please don't let me be misunderstood.